So who am I? You might not actually be what you think you are. A human being is a very complex pattern of energy. A community of 50 trillion cells doing a magic dance. And you look at any one of those cells and even closer, and you see 20 trillion atoms. But when you look at those atoms really up close, they fade away and all you see is energy. And 13.7 billion years ago, everything was one infinitesimal, undifferentiated, pure energy. All of us are energy. I'm moving the speed of light, and I'm the age of the universe. And so just maybe there's the potential to realize directly, I am that energy. I always have been that energy, and I always will be that energy. And just like an ocean is water in motion, we can call a certain part of that ocean a wave, but it gives us the illusion that the wave is a separate entity in the ocean. But a wave is not in the ocean, a wave is the ocean. Einstein said that thoughts suffer from an optical illusion of consciousness. This illusion that there's a separate person inside an environment, when in reality there's just energy in motion everywhere. Now this experience could never be reduced to words because it makes words. But it could be experienced, and I think it's such an important experience that people have been trying to name it for thousands of years. And they call it spiritual enlightenment. Years ago. And all of them say the same thing. They say it is the complete ending of human suffering. Well, of course it's the end of human suffering. All suffering is based on the illusory separation that there's an individual in the environment, that there's a person that has to survive, that this specific collection of 1,000 trillion atoms has to hold itself together. But if I realize directly that I am energy, and I realize that the body and the mind are a temporary manifestation of that energy, then I can fully accept the death of the body and mind as something that does not happen to me, because I was always energy and I always will be. And if I experience that directly, this voice in my head that tells me I have to do certain things in order to be fulfilled loses all of its power. At this very moment, I never have to listen to that voice again, and so everything in life becomes a game for fun, play. And we've all experienced that, but it's very hard to remember because we were so young, and maybe we were at the beach building a sandcastle, and the entire world faded away because we were only building it to build it, and we weren't trying to get somewhere else. We hadn't even learned how to plan. And so the only moment that mattered to us was right now. And we still have no idea how much modern technology could completely change our ability to understand that. Maybe it's possible that within our lifetimes we could actually eradicate human suffering. And what would the world look like then if every single one of us felt complete, felt whole, and felt interconnected? Undifferentiated, infinite oneness. When you let go of individual survival, all of your priorities change because you actually see the entire world as your body. You see the suffering of others as your own suffering, and you want to help. And what is the actual power of a human being to really benefit the world when they're able to put the priorities of the whole system in front of themselves, even if that means they have to die in the process? How many of us can do that right now? What if 7 billion of us did that? Maybe the one thing that keeps us from actually solving all of the other problems in the world is this persistent, flawed thought that we are separate from the world. And maybe it's time we change our minds.